famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap field, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run again with Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the game there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that play.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing at the right places. They don't want any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down. Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hines will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, Chiefs nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut up.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's got room.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here's Hines. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run right on the option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive
boy,
game.
they showing you so much love, boy.
They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. Johnson goes in motion left. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles! Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Lawrence will throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run with Hines. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run the option left with Lawrence. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Hey, exit. Go, go. Hey.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Delta. Hey, C6. Hey, Wahoo. Hey.
Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate
again, saving your ass.
Disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's football's on the ground, we've got to get it back.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. But what a play there by the first-round pick.
And, Brandon, that's why you invest in a linebacker like this. Not just his ability to make plays, but to make plays that get your defense off the field.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles will take over. As they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 8.
61, back box, right.
They go play action with Lawrence.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 39, Lawrence forced out to his left. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shift. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because
He looked up, and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's
Man,
hand.
yo, get the fuck out of there with this bull.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's Hines. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Second and 9. Lawrence will throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got
touchdown, Philadelphia. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 72 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Lawrence.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Lawrence.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Give him 18 on the play.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Push it, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Fowler. That one complete out to Dotson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go. 19 right.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score Eagles 56, Chiefs 10.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw on 3rd down, Fowler able to connect with Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Fowler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these plays mean a lot.
A lot there. And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the lose.